Comic Schtick Podcast. Today is a special episode in that I was unable to record an episode for this week because I'm out of town. So I got a special friend of mine to come by with an incredible topic idea. And that topic is, as you can see in the title, Spider-Man characters, or Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man, whatever I'm going to call this. Sony has been like Oprah when it comes to making Spider-Man adjacent character movies. Specifically their spin-off films. It's you get a movie, and you get a movie, and you get a movie. But today, we are going to be taking the role of Sony executives, and we are going to be diving down into the Spider-Man supporting characters page of Wikipedia to appease the almighty Amy Pascal, because we have been hired to pitch Spider-Man related films. Specifically ones that don't have Spider-Man in it, because we can't do that. Who will we choose? Will they be a one-off antagonist, a rival who has only in a mini-series, or even Aunt May as a spy? Find out in this very special episode of the Comic Schtick Podcast. I hope you stick around for after this terrible goddamn intro. This was a train wreck of an intro. Yeah, check it out. As always, this episode is brought to you by Destructo Boy, Era of Alpha Cardinal, Part 1 of 2. Check it out on Etsy.com/Blake T. Wild Etsy.com/shop/Blake T. Wild. It is a sci-fi romp that is getting raving reviews from everybody who's read it. It is going fast. $9.99 for the physical copy, $5 for digital. Physical copy does come with a custom free head sketch of any character of your choosing I will include in this book. So check that out on Etsy.com/shop. It's right here. You should see it on the screen. It's in my descriptions as well. So without further ado, let's get right into this episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome to maybe a special episode of the Comic Schtick Podcast. Maybe not. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this right now. Today, my friend... I forgot your first name.
Thomas.
What is your name? Thomas. I knew it started with a T.
Yeah.
My friend Thomas here and I are going to be discussing a very... I would say this is a pretty topical topic, especially with the recent Sony news from our favorite movie producing industry or company. Yep. We are going to be talking about, what I wrote down is that we're going to be talking about Spider-Man movies that aren't about Spider-Man. Would you say that that's correct?
Yeah, that's accurate. I just wrote down SPUM movie pitches.
Is that what you did? Because the way I did my list was I tried to get into the mind of a Sony executive and what they would do with things.
It's a little bit of my own, how I would do it, plus how I could see a Sony person taking it. So
yeah, you went the more optimistic route. I went the pessimistic realist way.
Oh, of course. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, so
we have contrasting viewpoints here, so that might help.
There we go. That's always good.
Yeah.
What we'll be doing today is did we do 5 somewhat realistic ideas and then 5 unrealistic?
Yeah, I did 5 that I would be okay with if they made these, and then 5 why are they doing this?
Okay, I did 5 ones that I kind of want to see and would expect to see, and then 5 just out there.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna be getting right into things.
Cool.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You, the audience, will wait and see.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to
go
first?
Yeah, I can go first. I'm sure that we might have some overlaps, but that's okay.
I feel like there's at least one character we were talking about the other day.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and start with the more obvious ones that everybody would probably be okay with, and
that's a good idea.
That's Spider-Man Noir.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I think this one would be detached enough from the MCU that Sony could kind of just throw all kinds of spaghetti, black and white spaghetti, at the wall to see what happens. I would prefer they go a full R rating for this,
Oh,
but they probably wouldn't, just so we can get some blood and gore a little bit.
If they didn't go R-rated with Carnage, I doubt they'd do it for Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, it could be sort of similar in tone to the new Batman movie. in terms of like grittiness
Yeah,
and whatnot.
I was thinking like Sin City more.
Yeah,
Or something
yeah, just
like
put
that,
it
real
all in black
super
and white.
Stylized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Would
was
you want it to be live action or
yes,
animated?
yeah, live action for sure.
Also,
Yeah, so like
also Nick Cage.
I thought about Nick Cage, but I think he's a little bit too old for the role because I figure he's like a Peter Parker in his 20s or 30s that this happens
yeah, true.
to.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, like I was looking into it, and apparently Milo Vinci, I can't pronounce his last name, the guy from Heroes and Gilmore Girls, apparently he voiced Spider-Man Noir in like some animated
in the
show.
video game? It's probably that Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think he was in that.
I kind of feel like he could kind of pull this off because he's done some more serious stuff, especially with like Heroes and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I could see him being like a 40s desperado.
Yeah, just kind of going in and punching people, shooting people.
He has the oddest face. He's like an amalgamation of 3 different people.
Did he come out of that white man cloning facility that Hollywood has?
I would. I didn't even consider like any of the other Spider people. My list is basically entirely made of Spider-Man villains.
Okay, that's fine. That's good.
Which is I was getting into that Sony brain space, but yeah, I would fucking love to see a Spider-Man noir film. Did you have any ideas for like the plot of it, or
they could
fight with just like Nazis?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think it takes place prior to World War II, but filled up with Nazis.
Yeah,
bring in like
late 30s.
Crap, what's the guy's name? He's in like every movie that they need a Nazi bad guy in, like Inglourious Bastards and
Hitler.
No, the guy that comes in at the beginning of the movie whenever he's looking for the people like under, he's like
Christoph Waltz.
Yes, Christoph Waltz. Just get him as like Green Goblin.
Oh man! Oh my God! Fuck! He would be amazing.
Yeah, so that could work. I thought that that there's a tagline that this version of Spider-Man doesn't live by. With great power comes great responsibility. He has if there's too much power, then it's the responsibility of the people to take it away. Just go in and start guns blazing, just mow them down. It could be a lot of fun.
That is incredible. Too much power needs to get taken away.
Yeah, it could be good.
That's really good. I would really dig seeing that.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
The only iffy thing I have about it is like in the comics he gets it from like a weird spider god bullcrap.
Is it from that? I've actually never read any of the noir Spider-Man stuff.
So like
is that what he does?
Yeah, he's stopping some no, he's investigating. This is when he's Peter Parker, who hasn't been bit by anything yet. He's investigating like a smuggling ring because he believes it like incorporates to his uncle's death. And they have like some old like antiques, and one of these things that he comes across is like a vase, and inside the vase is some mystical spider.
The spirit of a spider god.
Yeah, and it bites him, and then he goes on some weird acid trip, like a vision quest, kind of like in the Book of Boba Fett. And a spider god comes to him, and then he gets spider powers, so he can. Yeah, I think he has actual real web shooters in this version too.
Cool. I don't know. Are period pieces really a big thing? The most recent one I can think of is Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley remake.
Yeah, I didn't know how.
I don't think that one did very well.
No, I didn't think it did. But like they like Great Depression era crap in Hollywood, don't they?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I guess.
I don't know. I guess you can just bump it up to World War II.
Sell.
Yeah, bump it up to World War II, and people would be more into it.
Yeah, probably Sony would be making some sort of allusions to Captain America.
Or like
they kind of did in Morbius with the X-Men.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Although fucking Venom 2, Shriek was a mutant.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think she's a mutant in the comics.
She's a mutant in everything but name. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, think of all the things they could steal from the MCU.
Well, I guess because she was introduced in a Spider-Man comic, that it's fair game for them. But
yeah,
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, that's done. I'm done with it.
Just like the Sony producers.
Yes.
So mine is the Hypno Hustler.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I have 2 actors that I thought of who might play this role. One is, I don't know if you've heard of him. If this was like, this is my idea if he was in a cameo and like some other, like the Black Cat movie, she goes to a club and the Hypno Hustler and his Mercy Killers band is playing there or something.
Oh my gosh. This guy's ridiculous looking.
He's great. Is Charles Bradley? Do you know who that guy is?
Let me do a quick Googs.
Did you ever watch Luke Cage? The first season of Luke Cage?
A little bit.
Charles? He is throughout that show
him.
they go they go to the club and like they'll have different musicians there singing and whatnot, but he's in like a couple of the episodes. Unfortunately, he died a couple of years ago, just look at him compared to Hypno Hustler in the comics and it's like a perfect match.
Yeah, for sure.
It would have been incredible if he had played the Hustler of hypnotization.
I guess
my other
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
My other idea, if it was a Hypno Hustler themed movie or show, is Sterling K. Brown.
This Is Us fame.
Yes. I could really see him doing it. And then I like your first one. I would also want it to be a period piece, but 70s, maybe late 60s. It maybe into the 80s, he's a whole older man and music's moving past him, so he has to go to crime or something to make ends meet.
A fun cameo you could do if they could pull it off is a Dazzler.
Oh man, that would be fun.
You know the whole history with Dazzler and why she was created? We won't get into it, I guess, but as long as you're aware of it.
We can.
It kind of...
I'm vaguely familiar.
I know
she had a graphic novel.
Yeah, she was created in the 70s as planning to be the first Marvel movie. As an original character. And then she just turned into an X-Men that can shoot lasers out of her fingers or something. I can't remember.
I forgot she was specifically made for that movie because that's what that fucking original graphic novel was for.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out, everybody. Back then, they thought people who into movies would still go and read comic books.
Yeah, exactly.
So my notes here is that knowing Sony, it would be about a DJ who lives in the projects and they have a relative or friend who is killed by a gang. So Hypno Hustler has a vendetta against the leader of this gang, whom I have a list of possible villains.
Okay.
Tombstone, Hammerhead, or the Magia. The Magia?
Magia.
The Marvel version of Marvel's version of the Mafia, because they were too afraid to call them the Mafia. I don't know who would own the rights to them though.
Were they created for a Spider-Man comic? It might just be General Marvel at this point.
Yeah, I feel like it's nobody gives.
They
a
could
shit
do the
enough to really
Enforcers,
worry
I
about
guess, because they're Mafia-esque.
That's true.
I
do love the Enforcers.
We'll get into them, I'm assuming.
Oh, you can tell by my reaction.
And mine.
Oh, man. I can't believe. Did we both pick the Enforcers?
I didn't pick the Enforcers specifically. We'll get into it.
Okay. But yeah, so that was my idea. There's a movie called Robin in the Hood. Which which I feel would be an inspiration for this because it'd sort of be like a Robin Hood movie because it feels like what Sony's been doing is taking sort of actual other genre movies and trying to put them into their little Sony stuff. So Morbius was venturing into a little more horror. Fucking Craven is gonna be an action adventure globetrotting thing probably. So I feel like if they did Hypno Hustler, it would be a Robin Hood-esque movie with the Hustler being the good guy, taking down the bad gangs of New York or wherever he's based out of.
Bronx.
I really want to play Hypno Hustler.
It's just such a silly name.
Another idea I had before I realized it was a ripoff was that let me see. Just listen to this and see if you can guess what movie I thought it was stealing from too much.
Okay.
So, Hypno Hustler, he's in the 60s or the 70s. He's living it large. He's a hit. He's a big man on campus. But something happens to where he either gets, cryogenically frozen or teleported into the future. And so he has to deal with these crazy modern-day sensibilities, but he's just a grooving 60s man.
Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh no, I was thinking Austin Powers.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Oh man, that'd be just play it up, ham it up, go parody.
Sony would never do that.
They would never would. They're not tongue in cheek enough.
No.
They're not They don't realize how dumb they are. Unless you're listening, Sony, then you guys are geniuses, and please use our ideas.
Yeah, please hire us. The checks. We're waiting for the checks in the mail. That's all I got for Hypno Hustler.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to yours.
Okay, my next one, it's also one that I can't believe they haven't done yet, but they probably will, and they'll probably ruin it, is an Agent Venom.
Oh, fuck,
yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
So
Agent Venom, that's Flash, right?
Yeah, so my pitch for this is that it's in this Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe. Because we already have Joe Manganiello, who got cock-blocked from playing Deathstroke, so just let him do Agent Venom.
That's perfect. Man.
Like the other option, if you went MCU, you'd get like Tony Rozier. I can't say his
Ravioli.
last name. Yeah, like this guy's a nerd. He couldn't do cool war guy.
He's definitely not the kind of guy to enlist in the military. He's a rich family man.
Yeah,
from
sad
a rich
boy.
Family.
But yeah,
man.
I think Joe Manganiello could do a really good job with it. Just like send him off to Iraq or whatever we want to use. Current events, I won't get into
whatever fake countries Sony is able to use. What is Silver Sable's country? Just send him there.
Oh, I can't remember what it is.
Probably
but
starts with an S.
Yes, Sokovia. No way, that's MCU. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, just he gets his legs blown off. So we'll super soldier him up with a little symbiote cocktail here, and send him on his way. Now you're a property of the U.S. military. It might be a little bit too Captain America, because sending him on, or Winter Soldier, I guess. Yeah. But eventually he goes and does Guardians of the Galaxy stuff in the comics. So.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, it turns into a big hulking version, but I don't know. Yeah. I think it could be cool.
I don't know how I feel about the Raimi verse. I feel like they wouldn't do that. Yeah. I feel fucking Joe Manganiello would be incredible for fucking Flash Thompson, Agent Venom, but because they're getting really into the fucking whole multiverse thing. Mm-hmm. I can see them hiring him to play Flash still, but it's in the Venom verse or whatever they're calling it.
Oh, because Eddie Brock and Venom got a divorce or something. They break up because they're basically an old married couple in the second one.
Yeah, they are, which does away everything that they did in the first movie. Because the first movie ends with them being like, "Oh, we brought together each other through our differences, and we're buddy now. We're best of friends." And the second movie starts off, and they immediately hate each other.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta put aside our differences now and team up. But okay, whatever, it's fine.
Oh man, do you have any? I also never read the Agent Venom books. I don't really care for the symbiotes personally.
Yeah, I know you don't. I've heard your spiel about it. I can't remember, to be completely honest with you, because I've never read too many of them. Yeah, probably just pick some random Spider-Man terrorist. Yeah, your Silver Sables or whatever.
Yeah, Silver Sable hiring it's trying to start a proxy war or something.
Yeah, and then they just send him in to kind of end it.
You know what they could do? I guess that doesn't. That might work. It's Sin Eater.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I had an idea where it's Venom, the symbiote, is familiar with Sin Eater because of its time with Eddie Brock, and it knows who Sin Eater is, and it's oh, that's not the same Sin Eater. This is a global terrorist Sin Eater.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
That could work.
God knows who.
He might look a little too KKK or something. I don't know.
Yeah. A Sin Eater's a terrorist group instead of one person or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of them, and there's one that has a skull for a head.
Who, Sin Eater?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm only familiar with the original one where it's just a dude in a balaclava.
Oh. You can't see it very well, but yeah, he has a skull for a head.
At least he still has the shotgun.
Yeah, he has a big shotgun, sawed-off shotgun. Whatever.
Yeah, do you know Sin Eater?
I'm only aware of him. I've never read any comics about him.
I think he only had one or two appearances, but he was
perfect.
He was serial killer. Yeah, perfect. He was like only had 1 or 2 appearances. He was a serial killer who dressed in a green balaclava with a purple suit.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he's a Spider-Man villain. And he just went around New York and shot people with shotguns.
Yeah, that could work for an Agent Venom villain. Here's one. He has a gun to a child's head.
Of course. We came up with a pretty good idea. The Sin Eater organization or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Venom versus ISIS.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Oh man. Fuck, there we go.
We're so good.
We're just fucking we're knocking them away. I was also thinking, because I'm like, after the second Venom movie came out, there are people talking about like, ooh, what's gonna be the next one? Are they gonna do Space Venom? Are they gonna do Null? Are you aware of the rumors and leaks coming out about the third one?
Like it's gonna be Toxin or something. Because
like
Detective Mulligan or whatever, his eyes turn blue.
Get his vengeance or something, I guess.
Yeah, like, wait, what? I thought he died.
That is. They are just doing. They're doing the same fucking thing every goddamn movie.
They're just embracing that the game is on in every single movie.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they are. Oh Jesus! And they got so many symbiotes to choose from.
Oh
still,
man! So
aside from all the ones that died in the first,
they have so many cool names. Phage,
Lasher.
So 90s.
I was gonna say Sin, but that's not a symbiote. That's the Red Skull's daughter, who also has a red skull for some reason.
Because comics.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever explained why she has a skull face.
Why they don't need to.
It's basically the same premise as Scooby-Doo. I think the first one when Shaggy, or no, it's the second one when Shaggy gets a hot woman body.
Oh right.
You remember in the live-action James Gunn ones?
Yeah, I remember
it's
that. It's
essentially that, but instead of Shaggy's head, it's just a red skull.
Hot.
Oh fuck, so hot. Okay, so I guess moving on to the next one. Mine is a Scorpion movie starring Michael Mando, since he's already he played. Was he playing Mac Gargan in Homecoming?
Yeah, in Homecoming.
Homecoming? Is that who he was?
Mm-hmm. And he had a scorpion tattoo on his neck. That's how you knew he was a scorpion.
Yes. That's how you knew he wasn't some thug. He was a scorpion.
Yeah, he's the scorpion.
Because I doubt they're ever gonna do anything with him.
They probably won't, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'd be such a shame if he never comes back in a non-Sony produced Marvel movie. They might bring him back for whatever they're doing next, since Peter's sort of lower level than he's been, I guess.
Yeah, he's more street level again.
Yeah, who knows? But my idea is it's basically the same thing as my Hypno Hustler pitch, which is Tony Montana, but a good guy.
Oh, perfect.
My idea for a villain is Alistair Smythe.
Okay.
Because they're both spiky. Mm-hmm. And the villain, obviously, as we've seen from the past, 3 or 4 Sony movies, the villain has to be the exact opposite of the main character, but also bad. Mm-hmm. And they both hate J. Jonah Jameson.
Perfect.
I don't know why Alistair Smythe hates Jameson. Something to do with the Spider Slayers, but
is it the version with
Scorpion.
The weird things on his shoulders?
Yeah, I guess whatever. I don't know. I didn't think about it that much.
Or BJ Novak. Are you getting BJ Novak back from Amazing Spider-Man? And
the movie opens up with BJ Novak coming through a portal like Michael Keaton and Morbius.
Hopefully the food's good here.
That's what everybody says when they travel through the multiverse. That's gonna be half of the lines in Doctor Strange too. Is people hoping that the food is better.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
So good.
I had an idea, maybe instead of maybe Alistair Smythe, or maybe it's a what is it called when there's 2 villains, like a Dirtagonist or something. Is Silvermane.
Okay.
Yeah, are you familiar with Silvermane, the cybernetic gang leader?
In I think in the animated series, wasn't he like Blueface with like gray hair, or am I thinking of somebody else? Or was that Tombstone?
I have no idea. That might be.
All of my Spider-Man knowledge comes from the 90s. So
comes from the '90s series.
yeah, that's when I was a kid.
I don't know if Silver. Yeah, I don't know if he was in that one. I honestly have no,
Let me do a
recollection
quick
at
Google.
all. Yeah, give it a goobs.
I feel like he did something to do with Black Cat, maybe. Oh no, this is. Oh yeah, he was in there. He's just a cranky old man in the animated series.
Basically him.
Okay.
He's not even a cyborg in that version.
I don't think he was. Oh, the guy who I was thinking of, Tombstone. He worked with Tombstone, so
yeah.
I was correct.
I just thought what they could do, because Silvermane, he sort of like fell off the radar for a while until, what was it called? The Superior Foes of Spider-Man, which was, are you familiar with that?
No.
So that was when Doc Ock was in Spider-Man's body. It was like 2014, 2015, something around there. Superior Foes is, let me see if I can remember all of them. It's Beetle, the female version, Shocker, this guy who, what the fuck is his name? He can run really fast. I can't remember.
The Flash. Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller is the Flash. And Boomerang and Overdrive. They form their own
Overdrive,
knockoff Sinister Six. They form their own little evil Sinister Six knockoff.
Okay.
And the big thing is like there's rumors going around that Silvermane's like decapitated cybernetic head is like somewhere that people are all trying to find so they can like collect his wealth or something. It turns out that it is a real thing, and this kid whose dad owns a junkyard finds this old man's severed head and puts it on an RC car.
I kind of love that.
But I was thinking, what if it's Scorpion Michael Mando versus or teaming up with Alistair Smythe trying to find Silvermane's decapitated head. Yeah, that's all. I couldn't really think of anything very good for Scorpion aside from that very basic idea.
Yeah, you could put him in like the Venomverse maybe, and then like do like the whole J. Jonah Jameson kind of gets him stuck in his suit or whatever, but instead of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Morbius.
Yeah, like what version of Scorpion would this be? Because there's the original one where it's a man in a suit. There's like the Spider-Verse version and a couple others where he's like a cyborg man. Like they do that a lot in the video games. There's
I like classic
like the
version
genetic. Yeah, where it's just a guy with like.
And he gets stuck in the suit. You can't get it off for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's like Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2.
Just go that. It's easy.
Yeah, although knowing Sony, they'd probably want to go the genetic route where he becomes a giant scorpion monster, man.
Maybe by the end of the movie.
That would work with Alistair Smythe.
Or like he could do like a Hulk out type thing and just turn into a scorpion, like at will.
Oh god, that sounds terrible. Like The Rock and the Mummy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that sounds so gross.
Turn into a giant scorpion, man.
Yeah. So what number are we on? Is this our third?
This is third.
Okay,
all right.
What is your third?
The third one that I would be okay with is Spider-Man 2099.
Oh.
Yeah,
which
so
they are kind of doing, I guess.
Yeah, in like the animated
some sort of way.
Yeah, they have like Oscar Isaac playing him in the Spider-Verse sequel, which is cool. I'm glad they're doing that because, again, 90s kid. I had like trading cards and all this crap. And I had my first foil card was Spider-Man 2099, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I was all about that future crap as a kid. But so it's basically Blade Runner with Spider-Man there. You got some corporate espionage and whatnot with he's trying to take down the company he works for. Basically, his boss laces him with some drug and it's a drug they manufacture, and to get rid of the drug he has to like perform some experiments on himself, which inadvertently gives him Spider-Man powers because why not? But like I don't know, I've always thought the character was cool, and he is like a Latino guy, so you could like bring in a Latino actor. I was kind of looking at Dylan O'Brien, who is from Maze Runner. And he was up for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And apparently he's of Mexican descent. So I'm like, hey, let's get him.
And like Spider-Man 2099, his last name starts with an O
Yes,
and an apostrophe.
I thought that was perfect.
This could be Sony's kind of darker answer to Blue Beetle.
Yeah, exactly.
To DC's Blue Beetle.
Yeah, like, because that's the thing I wish they just do. Like, just take another version of Spider-Man that isn't Peter Parker and just go. Have fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to touch MCU at all. They can do a crossover like Spider-Verse eventually. Just that way they can do their own thing. Kevin Feige doesn't have to be in an awkward press junket with Amy Pascal anymore. And
her getting bumped in the face by her giant hair.
Yeah, so like this is the best of both worlds. And then just take 2099. There's no way you can mess it up because of how ludicrous it is in the first place.
Oh yeah. And it's so far just disconnected from
Yeah.
everything else.
And
like,
then yeah, perfect. Good. Awesome.
The only thing I could think of is like, oh, but what about the Thor religion? What about all the references to the other heroes?
Well, you could just just ignore it.
Yeah.
Or you could just make it like Norse mythology is the main religion now. Because like it is technically a real world religion.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's like paganism came back in a big way.
Perfect. This is a sign of the end times. And then my
god, like they're referencing Ragnarok and shit.
Yeah, well, like it's perfect about that is that the drug is called Rapture, and this is the end times. So it just kind of goes hand in hand. This movie writes itself.
Oh man!
And then the movie Jesus comes back, and Spider-Man has to help Jesus fight the Antichrist.
And there's like, because of all the corporate, like, ruining the environment, there's just a constant smog. And
yeah.
People are like, oh, it's the endless winter before Ragnarok. And everybody's like converting to pagan Norse religion. That would be great. And then you could, you got like a whole heaping of just fucking insane future villains to choose from.
But they just pick
just about everybody.
They just pick future Green Goblin because they can't think of anyone else for Spider-Man to fight.
Is it the future Green Goblin that has the cannon bombs? I think is what the canonicity bombs. Are you familiar with those?
I just know like the version they did in the Spider-Man Unlimited series, and it's basically Green Goblin with goggles, and then he and Spider-Man become friends for some reason. But I don't know. It's like steampunk, cyberpunk Green Goblin.
Yeah. There's I can't remember what book it was. I think I saw this on a video from Comic Pop or something. There's a story where Green Goblin from 2099 fights Green Goblin from like even further in the future.
Oh, perfect.
And that Green Goblin, and that Green Goblin has these fucking bombs that when they explode, they wipe you out of the timeline.
Oh.
And they're called like canonicity grenades or something, or pumpkin timeline bombs. Who fucking knows?
That's awesome.
That would be...
the 2099 Green Goblin looks more like a Japanese Oni almost.
Oh, that they could go with that. Like, in the year 2099, the biggest cultures are Japan and Norse mythology.
Yeah, but like it's dumb because New York is called Nueva York, which is
that's right,
Spanish. Like, okay.
It's almost like they didn't really put much thought into.
But they could just do like you said, just in like Blade Runner, it's like English and Chinese are like the main cultures, and they just kind of blur together. Just do like Mexico and Japan, and then Norse mythology for some reason, or you can do Aztec mythology, just to like that way you don't have to worry about confusing any Marvel
that would
fans.
Make so much more sense.
Yeah, and they're trying to appease Montezuma.
Everybody believes in Thor. And then of course you can have the Montezuma's revenge jokes in
of course, yep. And then like at the end they're just trying to like rip somebody's heart out and set it on fire or whatever they do down there. Be like weird blood sacrifices.
Pretty fucking sick seeing a fucking neo-noir film set in the far off future, but it's all based around fucking Aztec religion and mythology
for no reason.
That'd be awesome.
In Japan.
In New York, Japan.
That's right.
In the future, we lifted the oceans to make one supercontinent.
Oh, Pangea, you have returned.
Yeah. El Pangea.
El Pangea. Perfect.
That would I don't know. I feel like they must have discussed making a Spider-Man 2099 live action, but they probably were just like, the budget isn't there, or like the audience isn't there, or something.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
they
know
saw
how well
Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, Blade Runner movies always do awful in the box office, but like they get
Yeah.
reviews like it's the second coming of
Like
Christ.
sane reviews, yeah.
Yeah.
And they fucking do gangbusters on like home release
Yeah.
and shit.
Let's just get Denis Villeneuve to direct this movie too while we're at it. Might as well.
Yeah, what's he doing after Dune 2?
Dune 3.
It's probably free. Yeah, oh yeah.
Or Children of Dune, or whatever the second book is called. I can't remember.
Yeah, I got all the books down. Let's see. What is it? Yeah, it is Children of Dune.
Oh, I'm so smart.
Actually, no. No, you're not. You're wrong.
Oh.
Because Dune 2 is part 2 of Dune.
Oh, my bad.
And
Dune Book
the
2.
The second one is Dune Messiah.
Oh. Wait, is that like the official title?
Test. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Okay,
we can
cool.
get Jesus.
Perfect. Well, I thought Paul Atreides was Space Jesus in that movie.
Yeah, kind of, I
Kind of.
guess. Like, people say that he's Jesus. It's a whole analogy for JFK.
Yeah.
Have you ever
anyway.
heard those interviews by Frank Herbert?
No, I have
Where he
not.
says that he's something along the lines of the president he hates the most, or like his least favorite president or his most favorite president, depending on how he's feeling, is JFK, because people loved him so much because he was charismatic, and Frank Herbert was like, that's not how you elect people.
Yeah, right.
So that's why he wrote Dune. That, and because he saw a bunch of sand dunes in Portland or wherever the fuck he was.
Oh, yeah. That's a good inspiration. Like, I think this is a cool setting now. I gotta write some weird sci-fi crap about it.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then I'll just let my friend George Lucas see it. Original content, don't steal.
Yeah. I posted this with a DeviantArt watermark, George.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm going to move on to my number 3 then. I think my favorite so far has been the 2099 Spider-Man, and obviously Hypno Hustler. That should go without
Hypno Hustler,
saying. My number 3 is The Enforcers.
Perfect.
I was thinking it could either be either like a dark, evil A-Team-esque movie, or sort of like Ocean's 11, like they have to heist something. Ocean's 11, A-Team meets Three Stooges.
Yeah. I have something similar to what you're saying. I'll get to it later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So obviously, the Enforcers, if anybody's unaware, is what are their names? Montana, Fancy Dan, and Ox. They're like mercenaries that the Mafia hires all the time, even though they're seemingly pretty incompetent. Yeah, the Maggia, sorry. Please don't come after us. John Travolta's Gotti. So my idea for how they're cast is I'm going to go from like least known maybe to most known.
Okay.
Montana, who I assume is the one who wears the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
He would be Logan Marshall Green, who played him in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh.
Do you remember who this is?
I thought he just played like Green, or I thought he just played like a Shocker or something. Did they have that character's name in the credits or whatever?
Yeah, that's Montana in the MCU, is that guy. And then they're like, I guess you're the Shocker now, when he gives the new one.
Yeah.
I think the second guy is actually whatever Shocker's name is.
Herman Schultz or something.
Yeah,
Why do I know this?
Ox, who, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's typically portrayed either being a giant white man or a giant black man. I went with, oh god, here we go. Halfpur Julius Bjornsson.
Oh, the guy from the Game of Thrones, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
He played the Mountain in Game of Thrones. I was like, who's a giant man that they could just get?
He's a popular fan cast person for like any Wookiee in Star Wars.
Any Wookiee?
Any Wookiee is always going to be him for some reason. Like, all right.
That's the funniest fucking thing I've heard. People just want him to be any Wookiee. And this is my Sony brain going.
Okay, perfect.
Which is looking back on previous ones. Venom, they got the big name to lead the audience to the seats. Tom Hardy.
Right.
For Venom 2, they also got Tom Hardy. And
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. Yeah, big name actors. They've been around. for Morbius, obviously Gerard Leto, famous
Praise be.
actor and musician. Praise be to Gerard. And in fucking Kraven, they're getting Aaron Taylor Johnson, who, he's mostly well known from Kick-Ass and whatever he did in Avengers Age of Ultron. Oh, yeah, Godzilla, the first one where he played Bryan Cranston's dumb son.
Yep.
Whatever else he's... what are their big names? They're getting... Who's in the Spider Madam Web movie? What's her name?
The girl from Euphoria. I don't remember. Or, no, the other girl from 50 Shades of Grey. Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson, that's what it was. They're getting all these big names, all these names people recognize. So, for Fancy Dan, the shortest of the enforcers, you got to get a big name to bring the people to the seats.
Right.
And that is why I'm going with Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter himself. Perfect.
Yes.
I think he can pull that off, I think.
Oh, he absolutely
could. Because he's a good actor.
See that movie where he has... Oh, yeah, where he has guns bolted to his hands?
I have not seen that, but I'm aware of it.
It's pretty good. But, yeah, he's a really great actor. He can do anything. Another one, maybe Elijah Wood. They're about the same height. I mainly just went for short, white actors for Fancy Dan's role.
Yeah. Short, but not a midget or whatever the PC word is.
Short, but not too short.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they won't need
not
boots like
not
Robert
a Peter
Downey
Dinklage. Hey, another short actor, Tom Cruise.
How dare you? I'm going to have to report you to the church.
Oh,
no. Yeah, so those three guys starring in a film all of their own, just called The Enforcers. It could be, I imagine that the title would be like real thick letters that like looks like metal or something. Or they could be villains in like a Black Cat or Silver Sable or just any other Spider-Person movie. But yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for thinking of Daniel Radcliffe as Fancy Dan himself, wearing his little like 3-piece suits and like fucking fedora hats.
Does he do a good like American accent, or would it be just awful?
I think so. I think it's a pretty good. I think he does a pretty good one.
Like,
if it'd be about the same as Tom Hardy's, probably.
Like, what's that classic like mobster voice? Like, all right, Muggsy, let's take these mugs for a ride. Yeah, see?
Oh my god.
Just doing crap like that. Chewing Soonery.
That would be fucking amazing, and nobody else is like acknowledging it or just like doing
so
that
on the
either.
nose.
It's just him.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, something happens. It's like, quiet, Ox.
Yeah.
And at the very end, something happens. Like he gets shot in the foot, and he's like, bloody hell! And he just goes back to his foot.
That'd be amazing.
Oh man, but yeah, that's all I got for the Enforcers. Was that very basic idea? Most of my thought process went into the cast. Of that one.
Well, that's what sells it for Sony. Just as long as you have a good cast, it doesn't matter if the script's good or not. As long as you have a cast.
Oh, that is too true. I'm so sorry, Tyrese.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh fuck. All right, on to number 4. Woo, number 4.
So all right. So here's my first non-different Spider-Man, but he sort of is a Spider-Man, but not really. It's the Black Tarantula.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Black Tarantula?
Is that the same as the Tarantula?
No,
I feel like it's
different.
Not. Okay, I'm not aware.
So this guy is basically Marvel's version of the Phantom. Classic cult comic serial guy.
Outfit.
Yeah, so he wears like this all black outfit with a white spider on his face, and he's called the Black Tarantula.
He kind of looks like Grendel.
So legend has it, there was an explorer who traveled to Japan many centuries ago, and he was trained by the Hand. And people thought that he was immortal because of his training with the Hand. But turns out it's just been a bunch of different guys just passing the mantle down.
Sounded a lot like Iron Fist.
Yeah, so he's just been passing on the mantle of Black Tarantula. The original guy drank some like magical voodoo potion, and that gives him some sort of mystical powers and just passes down through the bloodline to the modern day. He is a an Argentinian guy in the present day. And so he has like a katana and guns, and he does ninja crap, and then he just can shoot laser beams because why not? Out of his eyes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you heard me right.
Excuse
Kung
me.
fu and eye beams.
How does that work? They're
I don't
different
know.
people. How do they pass that on to each other?
It's just
Does everybody
genetics.
have that?
Yeah, every single black tarantula could shoot laser beams out of their eyes. But yeah, because he's tied in with the hand a lot, he fights Daredevil a lot. But he was introduced in Spider-Man, so you could use him in like a Spider-Man Daredevil team up, and they'd fight this guy, or you could just send him on his own adventure. Kind of do like just go with the Phantom and just make him his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like go on an adventure looking for some ancient treasure or whatever.
Relic that some bad guy's trying to get to take over
Yeah.
the world or
Mm-hmm.
to destroy the world. Just do Moon Knight, but with
Yeah.
Black Tarantula.
Yeah, perfect. And then you just give the character some name that doesn't even resemble the character that he's playing, just because that's what you do. But he was a Spider-Man character like in the 70s, and even though you've never heard of him, but he shares the same name. But
Yeah.
yeah, so my actor I picked was Ignacio Cerricho. He played Don West in the Lost in Space reboot on Netflix. And he's basically what Poe Dameron should have been in the Star Wars sequels. This cool guy, smuggler, will be happy to punch somebody in the face, and he has a pet chicken. Because why not? So just
the first image that comes up.
yeah, so like just send him on his just some swashbuckling martial arts adventure, and it could be cool if they don't screw it up too bad, I guess.
Oh man, oh, you know that they will.
Yeah, of course they will. But like another funny thing
man.
about this character, so Sony recently announced El Muerto.
Yes.
This character's canon last name is La Muerto, so just tie them together.
Oh my god.
This make him
I have
also a
character
Mexican
I
wrestler.
also thought of as a tie-in to El Muerto.
But that's Black Tarantula.
That would be like a good, just probably fairly basic premise for an action movie.
Yeah.
I feel.
Turn your brain off.
Yeah, just like sort of Fast and Furious-esque action movie.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Do you know who Grendel is, the comic book character, like indie character? I want you to look up Grendel comic in Google right now and tell me that he and Black Tarantula do not look the exact same.
Oh yes, it is. Except he's wearing a
Yes.
3-piece suit.
Yeah,
He is very
It's
like
like-
Venom looking.
that's true. Like they both have like the black face mask with like the big emblem on the front.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never even heard of this character before. Oh, apparently there's a series
He's like,
based on it.
oh yeah,
Has
he's
been
really big
greenlit.
for some reason. Oh really? Huh. He's also done like crossovers with like Batman, maybe some Marvel stuff. People fucking
Yeah, here's the
love
Batman
him, and
one.
I don't know why.
It's just a guy in a black mask with a big long sword, or I'm sorry, a spear. Cool.
I'm looking at a picture of Fabian La Muerto, and his skin is purple.
Wait, who?
Of Black Tarantula.
Oh,
Oh, maybe it's because this is a different Earth version. One where he has purple skin.
I just got like actual spiders when I typed in Black Tarantula. Yeah, it says Fabian La Muerto, and it says Earth
Yeah, what's the
982. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, there's Carlos. Oh yeah. Oh, fucking! Do you know what we just uncovered?
Multiverse?
We just uncovered the villain
Oh,
of the movie, his evil brother.
from another universe. I'm pretty sure I'm here because
Okay,
of Spider-Man.
why not?
Who?
Oh, I sure hope the food's better here. Oh God.
Oh, okay. Fabian La Muerto is actually from the Marvel MC2, which is like Spider-Man's
Oh my
daughter
God,
or
really?
whatever. Yeah, that
Yeah, it's
reality.
Mayday Parker.
Yeah, Mayday
Where
Parker.
Spider-Man lost an arm or a leg, I think. He
Yeah,
had to pay for something big.
yeah, very. I was thinking Gohan from the future version of Gohan from whenever Cell attacked or whatever. I don't know. Do you watch Dragon Ball?
I never saw Dragon Ball.
Well, like
I saw it like vaguely on cartoon or on Adult Swim, but I never got into it.
Well, there's like this version where the bad future happens and only Gohan is left and he doesn't have an arm. So maybe that's what inspired the Spider-Man without an arm from the future.
Old man Gohan.
Yeah, basically.
And then he gets comic.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. But yeah, that's Black Tarantula.
Very good. All right, I guess on to my number 4. We talked about him earlier. He's a fan favorite, and that is Overdrive.
Oh, okay. I put him on my list as well, so we can
oh, really?
we can share what we came.
Yeah, we can combine.
Yeah.
So the actor that I went with, because this is whose voice I read when I read him in the comics, is Aaron Paul.
That's exactly who I picked. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my god.
But my reason for picking him is because, did you ever see that terrible Need for Speed movie?
That's what I was thinking of too. I think that's why I did it. That's why I read his voice as that initially.
This is unplanned. Listeners.
Oh my god.
True believers.
Oh fuck. I can't believe that.
I think we won the no prize for that. Alright, well you can go ahead and explain them then, since we probably are on the same page.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm looking at my notes. I realized that I didn't even come up with an idea for the movie.
Oh, okay.
I just wrote down
sort of
what he does. Okay, so Overdrive is a character who wants to be a superhero, and he got his powers from the Power Broker, who was alluded to in Falcon and Winter Soldier. His powers are a technopathy, which means that he can use his powers to modify and alter any vehicle he touches. Typically, he's a very one note in what he turns it into, and that is just like souped up like monster speed vehicles to use as getaways. He was mostly known, I think, from Superior Foes of Spider-Man. He was on that team, as we mentioned earlier. So what is your pitch for the Overdrive film?
It could go. So I noticed on the Marvel wiki that he is one of his aliases or nicknames is Fast and Furious. So just go Fast and Furious with this. Skip not the DVD player stealing or the Familia or anything. Just like the high octane car races. Make him like, I know in the comics he's pretty like dumb and kind of a joke character. Just make him a little bit more serious, but not too serious. Where it's like I don't know. I was gonna say, I was thinking more
Driver meets Fast and Furious.
Yeah, like I was thinking more Paul Walker, but Paul Walker's dead, obviously, so we can't pick him. Rest in peace. So like, just go with Aaron Paul. He's a good actor when he needs to be, but most of the time he's just there to get a paycheck. If we're being honest, so just bring him in, have him drive some change some dumb kind of like in Transformers when Bumblebee drives by the cool Camaro and he turns into the cool Camaro. Just do crap like that. He takes some dumb old jalopy and turns it into a cool car.
He goes to a fucking junk lot that's owned by the CGI recreation of Bernie Mac, and he buys the cheapest car there, and the guys are like, what? Like the guys who own the lot are like, what an idiot, he's buying that piece of shit. And then as soon as he takes it off the lot, it just soups up into a supercar.
Yeah, just turns like some Alfa Romero or whatever, or a Ferrari, or some cool Italian car. But yeah, and he will accidentally get involved in like some, I don't know, like smuggling thing. So he has to enter a race, and he'll go and like change his opponent's car into some dumb thing, or they could ham it up too. They could make it really funny. Just do like a straight up funny Fast and Furious. But no, Sony, they try to make it super serious and fail at it. But like it could be like a very fun action comedy.
Yeah, but there has to be. It's either like his girlfriend gets kidnapped, or
I think that's the plot of Need for Speed, actually.
Oh my! Is that Need for Speed? Is that the movie where they drive like across country or something? Yeah. A bunch of different vehicles. Oh, I have seen that.
Yeah, because they were trying to bank on Fast and Furious, and then they took the name of the popular video game franchise. has nothing to do with the video games. Because I think the
man.
video games is literally just a racing game.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yes, it is.
There we go. Aaron Paul, Overdrive. He wears a dumb helmet.
Yeah, there you go. Which I'm sure they would barely have him wear.
Yep.
Because they want to get the star sensibility of Aaron Paul.
Yep.
They want people to see his face and know it's him.
Who would be a good villain for him to face? I have some ideas that could tie into another one of. He was on my silly list, and he could tie into one of my silly people, which is Rocket Racer. Are you aware of him?
No.
It is a man on a skateboard, and the skateboard has rockets on it.
It's a rocket.
So, and another character we could bring in is Big Wheel, which is a popular joke character. I didn't put him on my list because of how popular of a joke character he is.
I don't think he would be the main villain though. He would be like
a villain.
He would be the big name in the race.
Yeah,
that he
like go to Race
has
Wars.
To compete in.
Yeah,
yeah. Like he would be the guy who's like, "Woo, it's Big Wheel!" Like everybody's like freaking out, and he comes strolling up. He's like, he looks down on Overdrive.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like the scene in the first Fast and Furious movie. We have Ja Rule, and he's talking crap to Paul Walker or whatever, and then he just gets his butt kicked. He's like, Monica! Because he's not going to be able to have sex tonight. So Big Wheel would be played by Ja Rule.
Oh my god, yeah, it's Ja Rule's character in Fast and the Furious meets Sebulba from episode 1.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, we could even just go full wacky races with this movie, you know?
Oh my, just the whole movie's the race. It's
the whole movie's the race.
It's like it's like Death Race or something.
Death Race, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rat Race.
This would be Marvel's version.
Death Race meets Rat Race.
Yeah, this is Marvel's version of that. This is great. Why aren't we working for Sony?
I can think of a few reasons why I wouldn't want to be working for Sony.
Making the big bucks. And then while we're on the topic of Rocket Racer, so he's a skateboarder or whatever, and so I figure a big Sony move would just be to take like a professional skateboarder that has no acting experience and then just give the role to him. So I picked Nigel Houston, who is a real life skater who recently appeared in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and he is the top paid skateboarder in the world. So that's right up Sony's alley, just to hire a guy who just wants to get more money.
From a studio who just wants to get more money.
Yeah, exactly. So just Rocket Racer, played by Nigel Houston, with Aaron Paul playing Overdrive. And Ja Rule. That's right. That is Big Wheel.
What would it be a skateboard or like what would it be? Would
it would totally just be a skateboard, even if they're on some cross country bull crap. Just leave it.
Like it'd be like the new Goblins weird snowboard thing.
Snowboard thing. Yeah, perfect. See, and they have the CGI assets for that. They don't have to change anything. It's just sitting in a vault somewhere.
Sensibilities and it's all the modern day CG capabilities of 2020 whatever, and then the villain is from 2007.
Now I don't know if you've seen a picture of Rocket Racer, but it's hilarious. He's just colorful. A guy with a big afro and he has big goggles on. Oh, it's so funny. Very 70s.
I've seen a picture of him. It's clearly more modern, but he has a giant helmet that clearly looks like it was made to house his afro. It's just like a big ball, like from Spaceballs.
Oh, that'd be so good. He has to like put on this helmet over his afro, but like he's holding the helmet and it just looks normal, like in his hand. He puts it on and it's just big all of a sudden.
And it grows.
Yeah, just inexplicably, like not explained at all. It just does.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it must be something with the molecules, like
unstable molecules. Very comic book.
Oh man. Okay.
Perfect.
So I guess that was both of our number 4s, I guess. Or
it was your number 4. It wasn't my number 4.
Oh, that's right.
So
I forgot. Okay.
My number 4 was Black Tarantula. So my number 5.
Oh yes, we're on number 5.
On characters I think would be cool. Hold on. People need to. Hold on. My wife's outside and she's asking if she can bring the dog back in. So it's gonna make noise.
I forgot about that dog.
Yeah,
we got carried away.
It's like 80 degrees outside. So she's gonna come in and bring the dog in.
Okay.
So I won't spoil it. I want pure reaction.
Oh no, I don't know how to take that.
Yeah, so like in the 90s, I had a bunch of like trading cards and whatnot from like Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Well, who didn't?
Yeah, I had a ton of them. This was my college money that my dad was investing in. Was like the 90s comic boom, of course. That was gonna be my college fund. So we had so many number ones, and we were at comic shops all the time. So I had all these comic cards of like different various Marvel and DC characters. Are you coming in? So a lot of my stuff is kind of based on that, like stuff I remember from the 90s when I was a kid that looked cool. So that's what this next character is going to be.
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what Sony's doing too.
No, yeah.
Aside from El Muerto.
Yeah.
Whatever they decided with that. Do you think that was Bad Bunny's agent going to Sony?
Oh, totally. 100%. 100%. Because that's just like such a random character that nobody's ever heard of. I think they said that he was in literally one issue of a Spider-Man comic, and that's all he's ever been in.
At least, yeah.
Like the idea
those
of
issues are already going for like $30+.
Yeah, of course now. The idea of like a Mexican wrestler, a luchador superhero, it's a cool idea. I think it's a cool idea, but it's just like, huh? What is this?
Rey Mysterio did it for years.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have got him, to be honest, but I think he's probably too old now. But I think the idea is cool, but it's Sony, so it's going to be trash.
No, absolutely.
Okay, they're coming.
That was one of my favorite parts of the newest Hellboy was when was the opening in Mexico when he's doing the Hellboy in Mexico luchador shit.
Oh yeah, is that the reboot? I haven't seen the reboot yet.
Mm-hmm.
The David Harbour one.
It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's too desaturated.
Perfect.
Okay,
he was inspired.
5.
He was inspired by Zack Snyder, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So number 5. This is a character from the year I was born, 1990. His name is Cardiac.
Oh my god! Aren't they making a Cardiac movie?
I don't know. If they are, perfect.
Are they?
So no, they're making Night Watch, but this will tie into Night Watch actually. So if you're unfamiliar with Cardiac, he is a character that was created in the 90s, and his brother died of some made-up comic disease, and so he decides he's going to dedicate his life to medicine. Perfect, great yes. Backstory. So he goes to medical school and becomes a doctor. And he starts researching to create a cure for whatever disease his brother had. And he ends up buying into some pharmaceutical manufacturing company, and it turns out that they've had the cure for this disease like this in their lab for decades, and it never went to market because they didn't think they'd make any money on it. So this guy gets really mad about it and decides he's going to be a vigilante, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, but what else are you going to do in New York in the Marvel universe?
So here's the best part about this character. So he's mad, so he replaces his heart, nothing's wrong with it, with a particle accelerator.
Oh my god!
And he fuses his skin with vibranium.
Jesus Christ!
So he can wage a one-man war against Big Pharma.
Oh my god!
Isn't that amazing?
All I knew, I barely seen him in anything.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even remember what comic it's been in, but like, he showed up in some Spider-Man book I was reading where it's like a blackout happens and like he's like working at a hospital or something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he's a cool looking character, and then I never saw him again.
Yeah, like in the modern era, he works on like some surgical superhero team with like Doctor Strange or whoever, because you know, doctors, we put them on a team together. Why not? But in college, this character was roommates with Kevin Trench, who in the Marvel Universe is known as Night Watch, who Sony has already announced a movie for. So this could be a spin-off of Night Watch. Yeah, but like the main reason I like this character, I just thought his costume looked cool whenever I was a little kid. It's like blue,
it is a very cool looking
and he has
costume.
like big pauldrons and like lightning bolt looking things, which I guess now that I look at it, it's like the heart monitor zigzags going up and down his body. Yeah, like I think he looks cool. And he has like this big staff that shoots beams of some sort.
Of
I
like
don't know.
Kirby Crackle energy.
Yeah,
It would
yeah, I
be-
love the Kirby Crackle.
That'd be
but
cool.
yeah.
Like if they did incorporate like the heartbeat into his actual suit. That'd be a cool like
Yeah, like
visual design to see.
yeah,
in
that would be
motion in live
sick.
action.
It kind of who was that character that had like the most? I guess it was Green Lantern, wasn't it? That had like a dumb animated costume, but like not as bad, I
Yeah, I
guess.
guess so. Yeah, this one you could just make it like parts of it, or because he really
Yeah.
only has
Kinda like Rorschach,
down the
I
sides
guess.
of his chest and on his arms.
Yeah, kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Rorschach, whereas like his face is moving at all times, but instead it's just his arms and legs. And then my
That'd be cool,
character,
yeah, or-
my actor that I had for him is John David Washington of Tenet fame.
Oh, ooh, I could.
And
he is definitely a big name.
Yeah. I don't know. He could pull off a superhero, I think. And this one's it's not super silly. They could tone down the replacing
they
his
could- yeah.
internal organs crap and just make it into like a vigilante that. I know the character also goes up against like drug dealers. Like there's one that he fights that some manufacturer was putting cocaine into drugs and selling them over the counter. So they, I don't know.
Of course.
Just go after drug dealers and because that's what he's mad
Oh
about.
man. And yeah, that's a pretty good casting. I would easily I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Of what is his name again?
Cardiac.
The actor?
Oh, John David Washington.
No, the actor. John David Washington. There
Yeah,
you go.
Denzel
I could
Washington's
easily
son.
see Sony going for him
Mm-hmm.
for this role. There was a picture when I looked up Cardiac. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh no. Oh, there it is. This fucking picture. I don't know what this is on. He has the biggest goddamn head I've ever seen. Oh my god, it looks ridiculous, and now it's not gonna load. What the fuck is this page?
Like there's some where he
this page
has
is
like
way too
real human eyes, and other times he just has like the
where
superhero
it's just, like,
white
animated.
eye. Yeah, but yeah, like the one where he has like really like pupils and stuff. It looks really freaking weird. Like he looks like I don't
Yeah,
know
like
Earthworm
this?
Jim or something. But yeah, the one
Check
with
this out.
oh,
Look how big his goddamn head
why
is.
is he? I love his widow's peak. It rivals mine.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but his widow's peak is like on the fucking cusp of the back of his head. Oh man, that would. I since it's Sony, I doubt it would be a good.
It would not be a good
story
movie.
or a good
No,
movie.
it'd be terrible.
But it would be a really cool visual.
Mm-hmm.
At least in this version, if they go the Sony route of the big climactic fights happening in the middle of the night in the dark where you can't see anything, at least he can glow.
Yeah, he can glow. Yep, just have the white heart monitor going on his costume at
Yeah.
all times. His
Just, yeah,
his
white
particle
and blue.
accelerator heart. Now I
That's
did
ridiculous.
see like the modern incarnation of his suit, and he has the heart monitor on his shoulder pads
Like on the
rather
shoulders,
than
yeah.
down his So a little bit more sensible, I guess. But I still like the classic one, so they can have it just going at all times on his body.
Yeah. I think it was Superior Spider-Man where he appeared that I know him from, because that's what the first picture is him holding the Superior Spider-Man
Oh yeah, he does have
suit.
the black suit. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just ripping it off of his body. Or no, it's just very stretchy.
Yeah, oh my
Either
god,
that or
I
it's
didn't even
just-
think about how fucking stretchy that suit is.
He's just dangling.
That is a
off.
ridiculous picture.
I love.
Did you have
comic
any
books.
villains in mind?
N-
Yeah, oh,
no,
absolutely.
just big pharma in general. You can make up some.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you
just
could
a-
you could bring in
yeah.
like Alchemax from 2099 and just make it
Oh,
modern
yeah,
because
there you
that's
go.
something that Sony would do.
Yeah, or another
wh-
thing Sony would do is go to the Marvel Wiki fandom page and hit random until
Yep.
they find an obscure character that they can just name the villain after.
but
I guess, are we
is-
done with
Yeah, that's Cardiac. I'm done with him.
that's Cardiac?
Yeah, I got some notable
All right.
mentions, honorable mentions. I mean, that I won't go into detail for. So Superior Spider-Man. I don't know how they would do it if they wanted to do like
No,
just,
yeah.
just put Alfred Molina's voice coming out of Tom Holland's mouth somehow, or Tobey Maguire's mouth.
Or just a mean Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I guess.
Andrew
It was
Garfield,
kind
I
of
guess,
Like
'cause-
2099 anyway.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield said that he was angry
that
after
was
the end of
weird.
his movies, so they could
He
do him,
became
I
very
guess.
vengeful and hurt people.
Yeah.
He,
Then like other
alluded to maybe the fact that he murdered somebody.
yeah, all the time, just constantly murdering people. And then all other alternate Spider-Mans like your Miles Morales, but he seems to be the focus of the animated stuff. Or
Yeah.
like your new favorite Spider-Man, Spider-Punk. Uh, and then a Spider Woman of some sort. Like the idea of like Emma Stone doing Spider Gwen has been on everybody's mind forever. I feel like that'd be good.
They've been talking about it since Spider Gwen became a thing.
Yeah. Then Silk, but I think she's getting a TV show, and Jessica Drew Spider Woman. I don't know much. I don't know much about her other than that she existed.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be. At least people have been saying that she might be in the one of the Spider-Verse 2 parts.
Yeah,
I think
that makes sense.
So, I feel like Spider-Gwen's also too focused on the animated now.
Yeah,
to like do a live action.
Because like her actual comic backstory is kind of nuts, where Peter Parker becomes the Lizard for whatever reason.
The Lizard.
Yeah, like I don't know. It might be a little bit too much, so they probably won't do it.
And she's in like a punk band called the Mary
I think the punk
Janes,
band aspect is wonderful.
Fucking Spider-Gwen meets Spider-Punk.
Yeah. And then Black Cat. I don't know what they just make her do like some full heist crap. I don't know.
Yeah, they've been talking about Black Cat for years.
Yeah. Bring back the girl from Rogue One.
Oh yeah, I forgot Felicity Jones was
for like for like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
and
I feel like
that's my list.
Okay, I don't have any honorable mentions. I just have my number 5 and then my list of dumb ideas.
Dumb ones. Okay, cool.
What was I gonna say? They were. Do you remember what would they call it? It was like Black and Silver.
Oh, Silver and Black.
Black Cat, Silver and Black, the Silver Sable Black Cat team up movie.
Yeah, I was looking into like things that they've announced but haven't made yet, and that was on there. And apparently now it's going to be a TV show. Why?
On what?
I don't know.
Where's this TV show going?
I don't know. It's on Wikipedia, so it must be true.
Where are they going to put this?
I don't know. Probably Netflix or Hulu or something.
Yeah, probably Hulu.
Or Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah. Whatever, Sony. I'm still
I think Sony stuff goes on Starz.
Oh, that's not going to do well then.
Yeah, because I think the only place to stream Spider-Man movies, like the newer ones, is on Starz. Because I was trying to find them, because I have them on DVD, or not DVD, I have them on Blu-ray, but I'm too lazy to put my Blu-ray in. And they're not on Disney Plus. So I'm just like not watching even though I own them. So anyway.
All right. On to my number 5, and that is Screwball.
Okay, I have Screwball on my dumb list.
Are you serious?
Yes. Go ahead. Explain Screwball. All right.
So Screwball, I'm sure most people know her from the recent Spider-Man video game where she played an obnoxious, like, antagonist for mini missions or whatever. She is a live streamer who pulls off heists and stunts to impact and make her a larger influencer or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't think she has any, like, I don't think they've revealed her secret identity or anything.
Not in the comics.
Big goggles and a helmet.
Yeah, not in the comics. It's still a mystery.
She kind of reminds me of Jackpot. Are you familiar with Jackpot?
Another character that's getting their own movie?
Oh my god, that's right! Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Oh god, Jackpot, for anybody unaware, is a character who they really wanted to make people believe was Mary Jane Watson.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so they named her Jackpot, which is, you just hit the jackpot. Face the Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. Yeah. She was redheaded. She called Spider-Man Tiger. Mm-hmm. And then it was somebody completely different.
Yeah. Because, why not?
But they're kind of similar characters. The actor that I thought of to play her is Dakota Fanning. Because I feel like she's spriteful enough to play this... See, Sony's late answer to Deadpool.
That's too serious of a pick. Here's what Sony would actually do. They would pick the most popular Twitch streamer that's a female who I wrote, I don't know, Pokimane, is she popular still?
Yeah, I was just thinking Pokimane's like the only one I know.
Is she relevant still? That's who they'd pick. The movie comes out in 5 years and that streamer is not even popular anymore. That's what would happen. It's kind of like in Free Guy where they got all those streamers to be in it, yeah. And most of them like, is this person even cool anymore?
Yeah, Jacksepticeye's in this movie.
Who? I'm a little kid. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, like their audience is going to be outgrown of this movie by the time
By the time it comes out. That's what they would do.
My idea for the plot for the Screwball movie, again, it's going to be Sony's very late answer to Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be, wacky. Maybe because she's like filming it, she can break the fourth wall. Like she speaks to the camera and then it zooms out and it reveals that it's like her phone or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not actually breaking the fourth wall. But I think she would run afoul of Silver Sable because women have to fight women.
Yep. Or just a rival streamer.
Yeah.
Who actually turns into, like, I don't know, she turns into a Twitch somehow.
Yeah, I fuck, who knows? Or maybe it's
Belle Daphne as the villain.
Oh god. Throwing glasses of bathwater at her. It's Bella Daphne is Hydro Woman.
Gosh. Oh man.
Yeah, that's all I got for Screwball.
That's all I have too.
All right, well, let's move on to our dumb picks.
Our dumb picks.
Would you like to go first again?
Yes. So my first one I have here is let your mind run wild when you hear the name of this character, the Living Brain.
Living Brain. Is it a brain in a jar?
No, actually, no. It is a supercomputer from the 60s.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and it was
so it's giant.
It was introduced into Peter Parker's high school, and it was introduced as being able to figure out any problem. And Spider-Man gets worried that it's going to figure out his secret identity, so he has to try to get rid of it.
I recognize this fucking guy.
Yeah, apparently now
I think
Spider-Man.
It was in the Spectacular Spider-Man show.
And now Spider-Man like owns it, and it's in Parker Labs or whatever in the modern era.
So he kidnapped this robot.
Yeah, it's basically his Jarvis or whatever now. But like just the name alone just sounds like some like classic B movie, Yeah. So you could either go like B horror movie where like some AI comes to life and tries to murder everyone, or you could go the silly
like war games.
Disney style, because it kind of reminds me of like the computer wore tennis shoes or whatever, like the silly Disney movies with like what's his name?
The Brave Little Toaster, but it's the Living Brain.
Yeah, so you could do like a silly one where it's like kids and they're putting stuff into a computer and it's like answering everything. Answer life 32 or whatever. Or my first, I like the first idea better, where it's an AI comes to life and tries to murder everyone.
That makes it like it could be Shopping Mall, but in like the Super Science High School.
Yeah, so like
Midtown, I don't even remember. What
Midtown Science High. So my actor, he wouldn't be there in person. It'd just be voicing it, and that is Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory. Just picture him voicing some rogue AI. Hello, children. Today I'm going to murder you.
Oh wow! Yes,
because
hello.
you didn't get the question correct.
The answer to like one of them asks like it's like a living brain. How can we save Earth? And then it's like we can save Earth by killing humanity.
Just like
it's just Ultron.
It's just a very dark take on Ultron. Just do black comedy.
Yeah, but the problem with this idea is that it is too clever for Sony.
It is too clever for Sony.
It's too clever and too like metatextual.
Yeah.
If it was like a horror B movie or something.
Embrace the insanity.
Yeah. I did not think of doing actors for my dumb ones, so
maybe we can come up with them on the spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say here's a fun little game, is we can come up with whoever comes to our mind first.
All right.
Okay, so my first dumb idea is Draco the Dragon Man. Are you familiar with him? He's a very obscure character. I think he only appeared once. He appeared in. So, his appearance was in a comic book that also came with a vinyl record that you could play that was like an audiobook. And it would like, it's like, turn the page when the ding happens. And it's like this narrator reading through the story and fucking like, it's an audiobook essentially from like the 60s or the 70s. It's pretty, it's amazing. But Draco the Dragon Man. Here's a little biography. A biologist studying and conducting experiments involving oh, wait, no, this is the wrong one. Not dinosaur DNA, iguana DNA.
Oh, perfect.
A biologist studying and conducting experiments involving iguana DNA tested it on himself and became a humanoid dragon, calling himself Draco. He then masqueraded as an alien and used an army of robot dragon men.
That's amazing.
Javier Bardem.
As the yeah, okay, perfect. That could work. Who's he gonna punch? We need to pick somebody for the punch. Can we get Sauron? Or is he X-Men?
He's X-Men. He'd be X-Men, I think.
That'd be so good. I don't know if they've ever crossed paths or not. That'd be amazing. Just like this smart pterodactyl man versus Dragon Man.
Dragon
smart
Man who's pretending to be an alien.
Yeah.
Fucking oh man, you know what it could be is that really early on, have you read early Ditko's Stan Lee Spider-Man issues?
No, I have not.
There is, I can't remember what happens, I just remember the basic premise of it. There is an issue where Peter Parker battles aliens, and they are aliens, there's no question about it. They're aliens like
little green men or gray men or whatever?
No, it's basically Secret Invasion before Secret Invasion.
Oh.
Like they're wearing human masks and shit.
Okay.
And they're, trying to take over the world or whatever the hell. So it basically it's Peter Parker discovers their underground alien lair. It's like full of futuristic machinery and shit. And it's just such a weird out there story because right before this he's fighting like the Vulture or something, and then it just goes to aliens.
Oh, that's so good.
What if they're the villains and Draco, the Dragon Man, is mistaken for one of them, like Morbius is in his movie, so everybody thinks he's a bad guy too, and he has to clear his good dragon name.
Good dragon name? No, I'm a human dragon. I'm not an alien dragon. I'm from Earth. Trust me. Here's my driver's license. I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born here. I hatched from an egg here.
A guy gets into one little experiment with the dinosaur DNA, and this is what happens? Or
life finds a way.
Oh my god, it sounded more like Jerry Seinfeld should play him.
I was going to say, just get Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Or somebody else from Jurassic Park.
Just fucking Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Yeah, perfect.
Oh.
He would never do this in a million years. Jeff Goldblum was, because he was like the Fly or whatever. He'd do weird crap.
Yeah. Oh, this is just the Fly, but with a dragon.
That's perfect. Awesome.
Okay,
this stuff just writes itself.
It does. I can see why they want to make so many of these.
Okay,
what is your number 2?
We already went over number 2, which was Screwball. We do another Screwball,
yeah.
So you can go again.
Okay, my number 2, let me read it here, is Stegron.
Oh, Stegron. Let me pull Stegron
so here's a biography of Stegron. A biologist studying and conducting experiments involving dinosaur DNA. He tested stolen lizard experiment samples on himself and became the humanoid dinosaur called Stegron.
Wait a minute.
And became bent on...
Isn't this the same thing again?
And became bent on reclaiming Earth for the dinosaurs.
Wait, his canon name is Vincent Stegron. That's like
people who have the last name Fisher or something.
Well, that's where last names came from. It was either your occupation or where you're from. Yeah. So my occupation is Stegron. So that's my last name. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I don't know.
I love this.
I don't know who could play him. Nick Cage, because I just saw Unbearable Weight.
Just picture him as a dinosaur man. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That'd be amazing.
Okay.
Oh, and he fights Sauron.
I feel like... Yeah.
The first picture, the fourth picture is him with Sauron. Stegron, I have the sample. What is this? Okay, sorry. That's so good. God.
It is. And he looks ridiculous.
I like the design of him more than the last guy, than the Dragon Man.
Yeah, because the dragon design gets a little boring because it's so basic. But you know, he's a Stegosaurus man.
Yeah, he has like a big
Oh my
long
god! Did you
venom
see
tongue.
the picture of him with it's Stegron holding a giant gun?
Wait, where? Oh yes,
I don't.
this is like Turok Dinosaur Hunter, but backwards.
Yeah.
Vincent
I am Stegron, the
Stegron.
Manhunter. He could fight Kraven.
Yes. Any of these people could
That's
fight
the-
Kraven, if we're being honest. That's so good.
That's the end credits of Kraven. Is Stegron shows up.
Could we do Savage Land, or is Savage Land owned by?
That's X-Men.
Is it
so
X-Men?
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's so
but
many
they could just go to a
opportunities.
jungle.
Yeah, the jungle, the ambiguous
jungle.
jungle.
The Kraven's gonna end with Kraven like relaxing by like a resort pool or whatever, and then this
The
man
same
comes
resort
up and
that
he's like,
Eddie
"Hello."
Brock is at, mind you.
Yeah. Hello, are you Kraven?
Hello.
Whatever his
Are
Russian
you-
last name is,
Oh, is he Russian?
or Sergei Kravenov or whatever.
Or,
And he's like,
I can't do it. I'm not gonna butcher a Russian accent.
Kraven, he looks up, he takes off his sunglasses, and he looks up and he goes, "Duh." And then the guy puts his hand out, and he introduces himself as Vincent Stegron.
Stegron, Vincent Stegron.
And like, like the back of his hand has like, you know, like dinosaur scales on it.
I know
or
we said Nick
something.
Cage. Stegron, Vincent Stegron.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck! What number are we on? Is this number 3?
Yeah, my number 3 was Overdrive, so you get to go again.
Oh shit! Here we go. Number 3 is The Jackal. The Jackal was a biologist studying and conducting experiments involving clone DNA.
Okay.
He tested it on Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker and became the humanoid goblin called the Jackal.
So how are we gonna do the Jackal? Like, so anybody that doesn't know, the Jackal is responsible for the infamous Clone Saga.
Yes, he
So
is.
so how are we gonna do the Jackal without Spider-Man? Because that's like his thing, is cloning Spider-Man.
This is the predicament Sony executives find themselves in every single day.
All right, let's put ourselves in the mind of a Sony exec. Venom. He was let's fight Venom.
We're like that.
He'll fight Morbius.
Yeah. We're like
fight,
that guy in the elevator of Spider-Man 2 who's snapping and coming up with ideas.
Yeah. What else does
like-
the Jackal do? Nothing. He just clones Spider-Man. That's
Not
like
mu-
that's
yeah, he
his
just
thing.
clones people.
Maybe he clones
He's a
himself.
community college professor. Who
Yeah,
clones
maybe
people.
maybe he clones
He clones
himself.
himself and
Yeah.
he's the villain.
And yeah, himself is the villain. And so you don't have actors picked. We gotta get an actor who's good at playing against himself, or somebody that's a twin.
Who played
I-
those twins in the Facebook movie?
The Facebook
Was that Armie
the
Hammer?
Winklevoss twins.
Yeah,
Was it
who
Armie
played the
Hammer?
Winklevoss twins?
I don't think it was Armie
Oh.
Hammer. It was crap. I can't think. The guy that went on to play he was Aquaman in Smallville.
That's...
I can't think of the guy's name. I think that's him. I don't know, but no, that's one guy. So somebody that's good at
It
playing.
was Armie Hammer.
It was Armie Hammer. Okay.
Yeah.
But we can't get Armie Hammer now. He's a cannibal. He's
He's a
canceled.
cannibal.
We can't use him.
Fuck. Who could?
I think we
play-
should get like some Oscar winner guy to do this because
Yeah, we have to decide: is he going to be old, like in the comics, or is he going to be like a young?
He has to be
Is
like
this
a,
Jackal in his prime?
he has to be like a young handsome man because that's Sony.
And then it would make the transformation into a gross jackal even more heartbreaking.
Yeah, because I know that now would the evil version of himself turn into the Jackal?
Oh, that's
or
true.
would
Yeah,
the
it's like
good
a
version.
It's
turn
like a
into the
literal Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Yeah.
Hyde. Dr. Jackal and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. So, gosh. So who was
Oh my
big on
God.
the Oscar game this past year?
Will Smith.
No, not him. Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Yeah.
No, like who won some who won
Oh
best
fuck!
actor?
What's that? The guy who played the kid who played Nightcrawler, who in the new movies, the new X-Men movies.
Cody McPhee or whatever.
Yeah, McFay or whatever, something like that.
He might be
Like,
a
he's
little
a
bit too
kid who
young.
has like. Oh man, yeah, he's too little. I was thinking. I'm just trying to think like. Dr. Warren something. He has like anger issues, and people are like, "Oh, you're biting at me like a jackal," and like the
He is a
good
weird-looking
version of him
guy.
and the bad version of him split,
Yeah.
and the evil one becomes the jackal. I'm just gonna search up Oscar winners 2022.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, Will Smith.
Andrew Garfield. Oh, that would make everyone mad.
Fuck.
No,
Timothy
Javier
Chalamet,
Bardem
or is he
again.
too young?
Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know.
Oh, who was did you see
Oh,
Cruella?
here we go. Adrian Brody. I think he'd be good at that.
Oh shit, that is a great one. That is perfect.
Because he's kind
I
of
was gonna say
he's kind of a
Joel Fry.
weird looking guy, and
Yeah.
he could play opposite himself. He's a good actor. But the
Oh,
thing is,
yeah,
he's just in a
fuck
terrible
yeah.
Sony Spider-Man movie.
And that is the turmoil they find themselves in every day. This is Sony's Spider-Man universe is just Dante's Inferno happening in real life.
So like the climax of the original Clone Saga is Spider-Man's fighting himself on top of a smokestack, and you don't know which one came out.
Yes.
That'd be the perfect
Yeah.
ending of this: of Adrian Brody fighting Adrian Brody on top of a smokestack, and you don't know which one lives.
What if they both can turn into the Jackal
Yeah,
monster?
at the end, like because like at the end of Venom, it's just two black goons
Yeah, I was just gonna
smashing
say
each other. Just like two green hairy men just smashing into each other.
It
Two
has to be at
CG
night, obviously.
Yeah, in the rain, on top of a smokestack.
Yeah, so they're
Man.
real matted.
Yeah. Oh man, we're too good at this. We're too good at this.
This is perfect. Okay, now finally one of yours.
Okay. So where'd my list go? Here it is. So my number 4 was Rocket Racer, which we kind of touched on already.
Yeah.
But okay, so my next one is kind of a long one. Now, have you ever heard of a super villain team called the Menagerie? Judging by your face,
Maybe.
probably not.
I don't think
because
I have.
they've appeared in 3 comics.
Oh, yeah, I definitely have not.
They've appeared in 2 Spider-Man books and an Ant-Man book or something. I don't know. So the Menagerie,
Animal people?
they're animal people. They are a group of animal-themed supervillains. So their very first appearance, they're trying to steal like some Fabergé eggs or some crap, and Spider-Man thwarts
Of
them.
course.
The next time they show up, they're doing a diamond heist. Spider-Man thwarts them. And then next time they show up at like Ant-Man's daughter's birthday party and they like crash it or something.
I thought like they got hired to be at the party or something.
No,
Like they couldn't get a petting zoo, so they got the menagerie.
Yeah, so they're coming in to like rob everyone or something. I don't know. It's a dumb idea. They're trying to rob superheroes.
That's the place where you get the most money if you want to rob somebody as a kid's birthday party.
Yeah. No, Ant-Man's daughter is like a superhero at this point, like Nadia Van Dyne or whatever. So like this you're crashing a superhero's birthday party. Idiots. So the characters in this team are the White Rabbit, who is the leader. And
I know her.
yeah,
Yes.
so she is a villain inspired by the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and she has all this rabbit-themed weapons and gadgets, including a rabbit mech.
Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, a what?
A rabbit mech.
What did you say?
A mech.
Oh, I thought you said
mech.
a rabbit neck.
No, well,
Like a neck.
I guess, yeah.
Like, what can rabbits do with their necks?
Get them broken and put into a stew, as we saw in Lord of the Rings. But yeah, she drives like a big rabbit mech, like a chicken walker from Star Wars. So she's the leader of the group. She has the longest history of Spider-Man. So, and then next is
she's the only one.
Yeah. Next is the hippo, which is an actual hippopotamus who is now sentient, and it has some dumb name, and I don't want to read it because of how dumb it is.
Oh well, fuck. Now I gotta go.
You can look it up, but I'm not repeating it because of how dumb it is.
Is it just? Oh, I was like, is it super racist?
No,
or
it's not
something?
racist. It's just stupid. Like, why is this a thing? So yeah, just a literal hippopotamus who's now sentient.
That's weird.
The next person in the group who has only appeared with this group is called Pandamania, and it's literally just a little girl in a panda hoodie.
There are a lot of members of this group.
Oh, there's too many, but that's perfect for what I'm gonna pitch. And then next is this is the oldest character. Oh no, I'm sorry, the second oldest character in the group, who is Skine or Skeen / Gypsy Moth. She is a Romanian mutant, which could be ignored, but who cares? Shriek was the mutant, and they just kind of ignored it. And her powers include, listen to this power set: psychokinesis, levitation, biophysical control, and can ensnare opponents with her clothing or hair.
Oh, oh
Huh?
God!
Gross.
like any hair, or just like
Her hair.
like her arm hair?
Yeah,
Oh,
like so,
God.
like in the pictures that I referenced, like it's her clothes. She's like a scantily clad woman, of course, and her clothes. It's kind of like
Oh, yeah.
Bayonetta, if you're aware of Bayonetta, where her clothes are
Oh,
her
yeah.
hair, and she can control it. And so she's like
Okay,
wrapping
let me just
somebody
pause
up.
you right here, real quick. What do you have against Mrs. Fluffy Lumpkins?
It's just so stupid.
That is that hippo's name.
And it's funny because it's a male
That is
hippo.
the name she was born with.
It's a male hippo, and it's referred to as a
It is?
Mrs., which makes it even dumber. And it's not like a gender identity thing. Whatever you identify as, great, perfect. It's just this hippo's name is Mrs.
It's just,
Like, this is so
the
stupid.
people who owned it were idiots.
Yeah, this hippo from the Bronx Zoo. All right. So yeah, the next person is from the Enforcers. Actually, Ox is a member of this team.
Is he the one I'm seeing that's a giant bowl man?
The giant bald man. Yeah, that's your Ox from the Enforcers.
No, not a bald man, a bowl man.
Oh, I didn't see any bullman pictures. He was just a big bald
really?
man. I don't know. Maybe he turned.
I keep seeing
he
him
may have
on
turned
these
into a
covers.
bull.
It's just a big bowl.
He may have turned into
He's
a
a
bull
man.
at some point because if you're an animal themed character, you're gonna get turned into that animal at some point. And then next is the Squid, who is a squid man with squid powers. His first appearance, Spider-Man says his name and his powers are stupid. Like that's perfect.
Oh my God!
And then the last
This is insane.
And then the last member of this team is Swarm, who originally
I know Swarm.
Yeah, they weren't a Spider-Man villain, but they're in this group. And if you're unaware, they are a
fuck.
Nazi scientist that is now a swarm of bees because comics. And you could just drop the Nazi bit, just make him a German guy that is
No, I
made
think
of
you should
bees.
make him a full. I think that's the only bit you should keep.
This is right, he's a Nazi.
It's just-
And so the great thing about
okay,
this team.
raises.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
This
ahead.
raises a question. Excuse me, down here, sir. A question.
Yes, in the front.
Why? Okay, so they're the menagerie. They're all animal themed,
Mm-hmm.
but one of them is an insect.
One of them isn't even
Why is he
animal
bees?
themed. The Romanian
yeah.
woman isn't even an animal.
Yeah, why are two of them insects?
I didn't write this. I'm just conveying what I read.
Oh God, I'm looking at a picture of Squid. It's not what I thought.
Yeah,
he just has giant.
it's a giant
He's
octopus
just-
man.
He's literally just Doc Ock, but if he was a
mutant.
gross mutant.
Yeah. So like the
Oh, fuck.
brilliant thing about this team of the menagerie is that they're all just animal themed. You can just drop in whoever. It doesn't matter. So you can bring in your rhino or your scorpion or
Oh yeah.
or whoever. Just bring them in. It doesn't matter. This team is so obscure and nobody cares about them that you can just use whoever and just make an Ocean's 11 style heist movie because they're always trying to heist something. They're trying to steal the Fabergé
Yeah.
egg. They're trying to steal
That's
some diamonds.
seemingly the only thing they do.
Yeah, just Ocean's 11, all these dumb misfits, and I'll read off my cast list here. So for the White Rabbit, I have Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, I would
Recently
love
came
that.
off The Dropout. I think she'd be great as like a criminal mastermind after watching that.
Yeah,
Because
she
she's
basically
she's
dressed
so
like White Rabbit in Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's insane in The Dropout. So bring her on as the White Rabbit.
That's
Next,
the big name, yeah.
for the hippo, I decided to go classic gangster Hollywood to be the voice of this character, Joe Pesci.
Oh no. Oh, fuck, I knew it.
This picture of this big hippo. Hey, you think you call me funny? Are you funny? You saying I'm funny?
That's like the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the Michael Bay one.
Yeah, it could be perfect. This is gangster hippopotamus man. And then
people keep calling him Mrs. Fluffy Lumpkins. And he
do I
gets
look
pissed.
like a woman to you?
Yeah.
Are you calling me? Yeah.
Okay.
Pandamania, just this little Asian girl in a panda hoodie. Kelly Marie Tran from Star Wars. Give her something to
Oh.
do.
Yeah.
She's a good actor. She was kind of beaten up by the fans online. Just give her something to do now. And then Skyn is Romanian, so I decided to go Jamie Lynn Singler from The Sopranos fame.
Oh,
Apparently
she's
she's-
Jamie Lee Curtis.
So apparently she's Romanian. So yeah, just bring her in. I like casting proper ethnicities, even though Jamie.
Oh, I hate it. That's my least favorite.
Oh,
part.
I'm sorry. Make it a black woman then.
Thank you.
Octavia Spencer.
Can you make it Jamie Lee Curtis in blackface? Oh my God, Octavia Spencer. Okay.
Okay, and then for the ox, who did you say for your ox?
The mountain from
oh right,
from Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones.
I went with Big Show from wrestling from WWE because he has a sitcom. He's a very funny man. So
that's right.
I think he could be a good comic relief character that's like not taking himself seriously. He's just this big oaf.
Yeah.
And then for Squid, I decided to go. I typed in Squid Game, and I got the guy who played the lame guy in Squid Game, Lee Jung-jae. Just bring him in, I guess.
Is that the main character?
Yeah, he can speak Korean if he doesn't speak English. I don't know if he does or not. Sure, he plays
He just
Squid.
speaks Korean, but there's subtitles, and everybody understands him.
Everybody understands him, like a droid in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then for Swarm, again, German Nazi man. German Nazi hive of bees. Bring in Matthias Schwinghofer from
oh my God,
Army of the Dead fame.
Army of the Dead?
Yeah, he's already been in a heist movie or two.
Oh, fuck, he would be
and he's
perfect
German.
for that.
Yeah, so just get this funny German man who is also bees for some reason. And then you could expand the roster with whatever characters you need to fill it out, just so you can get 11 people, because that's how many you need to do a heist.
It could be, you know what this fucking is? This is Sony's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, perfect.
And then you can kill the weird German
You could
Nazi
kill any of them off.
right off the bat.
Nobody will care.
It could be like they go in someplace and the people who they're attacking or trying to steal from, one of them has a can of hairspray, the other has a lighter. They just light the bees on fire.
Not the bees.
How does he work?
It doesn't.
How does he speak?
It doesn't matter.
Think?
It doesn't matter. It just happens. It just works.
Oh, my.
Don't think too hard about it.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that. I want that to be
Ocean's 11 Suicide Squad. That's perfect analogy. Like
that
probably
could be a killer comic book.
Yeah.
Like, not even a movie, because they would turn that into such a terrible movie. But that is an incredible premise. Sir. Good job.
It would just be the hardest nosedive that Sony has ever put out. You know, they're trying their hardest, trying to do what Suicide. They're trying their hardest to do like the Sega does and then 10 don't with Sony and James Gunn. But like they can't get James Gunn. Who's like the next best thing that they can get? I don't know.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, perfect. Throw in Danny Trejo. He can be one of these guys. He can be this version of the Scorpion, and he's in the team for some reason.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh fuck, that sounds great. I would love this movie.
Why?
That sounds amazing.
So yeah, that's the Menagerie coming soon.
Oh man,
to theaters near you. Throw in Morbius. He's a vampire. That's an animal, isn't it?
That's an animal. I mean, I guess he's a vampire Batman or something.
He got bit by a bat or something. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh man.
And then I can list off. Here's my honorable mentions real quick. The Gibbon.
Okay.
That's a Gibbon. That's just an
you
ape
just
man.
Wanted to say that.
Yeah, that's an ape man who goes to Marvel Apes universe for some reason. So you can make an
where they are vampires.
Yeah, there's vampires for some reason. Yeah. So that could be a fun animated movie.
And the fun thing about the Gibbon is that he's not actually a Gibbon. He's a man.
He's a man that looks like an ape. That's why it's Planet of the Apes, but he looks like an ape.
It'd be fucking Elephant Man.
Yeah. My next option is the Kangaroo. Again, either of these people you could throw into my Suicide Squad here. Kangaroo.
Could also get Jai Courtney.
Yes, to be Kangaroo. The first one is just like a man in a vest who is Australian. I like the second iteration, who isn't from a Spider-Man comic, but he's dressed like a kangaroo, like a robotic kangaroo, and it's quite wonderful actually. He has these big ears and he has a big tail. He probably has a pocket full of Joeys. Like he's just a very silly.
That's what he calls his little grenades.
Yeah, like I don't know what his deal is. I just think his costume. Oh my god,
he looks
funny.
Incredible.
Yeah,
that brings up something I had a question about earlier.
What's that?
When you said ears. So all the characters on the Menagerie, they're all like animal, like they're all mutates or something, or mutants who have like animal characteristics.
Yeah.
Some of them may be animals who became humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is going on with the White Rabbit? I always thought those ears were fake.
I think she's just a person that dresses like a rabbit, so she just has Bugs Bunny ears on her head. I think. I'm not sure. That's what she looks like.
Are those her actual ears?
Yeah, I don't think they're her actual ears. Because like she has long hair covering where her ears would be.
Yeah.
So
there's just holes there. That's why she has long hair.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kangaroo, throw him on the team. The Human Fly, another silly character with a dumb name, which I thought was funny. I don't know anything about them other than that they have a dumb name and that they're a human fly.
Me neither. Yeah.
Throw him on the team.
Just get him on there. Just pack this team up.
And then my last character who wouldn't go on this team is the Spot.
Oh,
and only because of that really funny panel of Spider-Man punching him in the face, and then it comes out somewhere else, and he punches himself in the face. It's just this is too funny. Like
the Spot would be good.
I feel like he'd be a good actual like one-off. Like if Spider-Man's fighting somebody at the beginning of a movie,
villain,
yeah, like before he gets to the main threat, he's just kind of there in the way.
Yeah. He would.
So I wouldn't want to waste him on his own movie. Yeah, I wouldn't want to waste him on his own movie. I want him to actually be in a Spider-Man movie as just some fodder for him to beat up.
The closest I could think of was like Invisible Man, but the Spot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's more like Portals, I guess, than Invisible Man. I don't know if he can turn invisible. I don't know his full power set. I just remember from the animated series.
He makes little spots that he can jump through.
Yeah, like in the animated series, he's just heckling Spider-Man to death. It's very funny.
That would be a good character just to fight.
Yeah, but that's my list.
Okay, I have 2 more.
Okay.
And don't worry, I'm not doing the biologist joke again. I've stopped that.
Okay.
So this is the Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen was mostly known from Spider Island. She was the cause of that.
Oh, she's a newer character then.
Yes, was a World War II female Marine taking part in conducting experiments involving super soldiers.
Ooh.
It was tested on herself and other soldiers, and she was the only survivor, after which she became the humanoid insect called the Queen. And using insect genes in DNA, she turned people into an army of giant spider monsters.
That's amazing.
I feel like she could be a good villain for Madam Web to fight.
Yeah, that could work. Just change her backstory completely, because that's what Sony would do. But yeah, that could work. So, like, she's a queen. I'm assuming Queen Bee. Bring Swarm back in.
Yeah.
Bring him back. He's in both of these.
Who would play? This is a prequel.
Yeah.
Who would play her though?
Taking a look at
Vergara.
her. Yeah, that could work. Wait, is that the lady from Modern Family?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. Her. Awesome. That would work wonderfully. Success. Thank you, Amy Pascal.
And, yeah, thank you. God bless you. Morbius bless. Finally, we have on my last one is El Toro Negro, or the Black Bull in English, who I think could be an El Muerto spinoff, because the Black Bull is a South American mercenary, and he was the participant in this quote-unquote great game, which is a competition between superpowered individuals, and in the comics, he was a lackey for Justin Hammer.
Now,
he got lobotomized or something.
Are you aware of El Toro Rojo as well?
Oh, I am not.
He is, in English, that is the Red Bull for you, English-speaking heathens out there. And he's a wrestler as well, so throw him in.
Oh,
He looks like the Crimson Chin. He looks like the Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents. Bull horns. Yeah, there you go. There's your antagonist.
There we go, right there.
Because that's
they're
Sony's...
introduced in El Muerto, and they go on to their own thing.
Yep, and they do a big punch up, and then they're mates. Or one of them dies.
And
in a big
explosion. I was going to say, one of them probably dies. Yeah. At night, obviously.
And we're
going to have to tone down the red of Red Bull's costume, make it a little more closer to black, so you can't really tell what's happening.
And now, whenever he first appears, like, oh, he's a red one.
Oh, fuck. But so that is that's the last one I had on my list.
All right, so let's look at
ideas.
El Toro Negro. Let's see who can play him. He kind of looks like Bishop
right, almost.
from X-Men.
Oh my, he does.
He has like this big, beautiful black locks. Let's take a look.
There's not a whole lot going on with him.
We could just do Danny Trejo again.
I don't know. I think he might be too old to have his own.
And Danny Trejo is never too old.
I don't know. I think
who's some other like
who's
Mexican
somebody that's
actor?
like Jason Momoa but not Jason Momoa?
Yeah,
'cause we can't afford Jason.
We can't afford Jason Momoa. I'm sure there are some poor man's Jason. I'm going to type in poor man's Jason Momoa and see what comes up.
Let's see. It's definitely a lot of pictures of Jason Momoa. The Bad Batch, 2016. What is this? Oh, it's starring Jason Momoa.
Oh.
Oh wait, but who is that man? Or is that Jason Momoa actually? Also.
Oh, that's just Jason Momoa in that Super Bowl commercial where he took all of his muscles off. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Spanish actors large.
Large?
Let's see. Oh god damn it! I keep hitting the wrong keys. Oh, Javier Bardem.
Nah, he costs too much money. He's too good of an actor.
Ah, fuck. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're just gonna have to get a wrestler. We can get Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, yeah, he was in that one Fast and Furious spinoff. So he's had his acting premiere.
And he looks like that picture, the only picture, seemingly, of Black Bull, where he has like the long, slicked back black hair.
Oh yeah, that's
and
perfect.
Giant muscles and the goatee. He looks almost exactly like that picture.
Yeah, he does. There he is. There he is.
Fuck,
El Toro Negro in the flesh.
There he is, right? Look at that.
Twins.
Side by side perfection.
And the WW logo is even the same colors as his outfit.
That's his costume that's inexplicably yellow.
Yeah,
we did it.
This stuff writes itself. So
we are geniuses.
We'll be submitting this to Amy Pascal. We have her email because of the Sony leaks a couple years ago, so this will be expecting this in your inbox. This is not spam. Please read in the subject line. How to save the spam.
Oh fuck, that is so good. Do you wanna list off all of our characters just one more time?
Yeah, so
just go down the list.
Yeah, TLDR, Cardiac, played by John David Washington. Black Tarantula,
yes,
played by Ignacio Cerricio. Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, played by Dylan O'Brien. Flash Thompson, Agent Venom, starring Joe Manganiello. I don't know how to say his name. Joe Manganiello. Spider-Man Noir, played by Milo Ventimiglia, the guy from Heroes. The Living Brain, voiced by Jim Parsons. Screwball, starring someone that you won't care about in 5 years. Overdrive, starring Aaron Paul. And also The Rocket Racer, played by Nija Houston. And then, of course, The Menagerie, Marvel's answer to the Suicide Squad. With a bunch of people who I don't care to list
in association
off
with Marvel.
In association with the
Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Marvel adjacent. It's in the same universe, but it's adjacent.
And then Kevin Feige is just, oh god, what is happening?
Just put in that meme of him like losing his mind. As we're talking, it just keeps getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Okay, mine are the Black Bull, played by Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Queen, by Sofia Vergara. The Jackal was whoever we said
I don't
was going to
remember
play
now.
him.
The Oscar guy, whoever won the Oscar.
Guy, the big nose
Adrian
from,
Brody.
Wes Anderson. Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Stegron, I don't remember.
I don't remember who we said.
Draco the Dragon Man. I also had Screwball, played by Dakota Fanning.
Can we go back to Stegron real quick? That's Dr. Vincent Stegron at your service. Your friendly neighborhood Dr. Vincent Stegron.
He's like, I'm Morbius, but no, just kidding. Dr. Vincent Stegron at your service.
Okay, continue.
Dakota Fanning playing Screwball. These are all locked in people. So these are first leak scoops.
Yeah.
Right here.
So my Screwball is actually in a different universe from your Screwball. Just so we're clear,
yeah.
because mine's being played by whatever streamer is popular in
that's right.
5 years ago.
Yours is mine. Mine is the TV version. Yours is the film version.
Yeah.
Overdrive, played by Aaron
Paul. Yep. We agreed on that one. It's the same universe.
The Enforcers, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Halfur Julius Bjornsson, and Logan Marshall Green.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpion, or The Scorpion, depending on how they want to title it.
Probably The.
Played by Michael Mando.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Hypno Hustler, starring Sterling K. Brown.
So many money makers. We're gonna be like Scrooge McDuck after one of these comes out.
It is just ridiculous that they're not doing this already.
I know.
Like, come on, Sony, announce these movies. We're doing it for you.
I know. I can't wait for somebody to just take our list and put it on 4chan and act like it's a real Sony leak, and everybody would believe it. Like, I'm not even joking. They would believe it.
Yeah, it's gonna show up on the Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit in a couple days. Oh God! Either that or the ultimate honor of comic book resources stealing the list.
No. Big freaking robot.
That's what we need to do. Yeah, we need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this, saying, we got these from a source, like an unnamed source.
Unnamed source at Sony Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name may or may not be.
Pictures did send us this list.
They also sent us a dick pic, but we're not going to share that. That's ours.
That's all. We're keeping that. They figured why send two different messages, just send them together.
They did say that was meant for somebody else, but once it's sent, it's sent.
Yeah, we already got it. That's in the cloud.
Yep.
Oh God, I think that was almost 2 hours long.
Oh man,
so that was an episode in and of itself, a special audio only episode. I think I'll do something with little animations.
Yeah. Oh, I am recording the video, so you can use this if you want. I'll send it to you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, if you want to put that in a zip would probably be best, and then upload it to whatever.
I'll dump it to Google Drive or whatever.
Yeah, we need to do more of these. I don't know if we can though, because there's not a lot of good characters.
There's not.
Going through the list.
This was literally the bottom of the barrel, and that's literally what they would do. Like the top of the barrel was other Spider-Mans, which makes the most sense, but they'll never do it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're not allowed to or something. No, they won't.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. It just seems too obvious of a thing to do.
It's a rule they imposed on themselves.
Yeah. We can't do a different version of Spider-Man. We're not doing it.
People will get confused.
They'll
get Michael Keaton in this one, though.
Yeah. We can do bad DC Sony. Pitches, because remember a while back they were announcing literally every character under the sun.
Oh, they had the timeline going until this year.
Remember they announced Black Bolt in 2008, or not Black Bolt, Black Adam in 2008.
Black Adam.
Yeah, this is never coming out, and that might actually release this year.
Oh my God! Oh, I could not give any less of a shit about Black Adam.
I'll see it just because it's The Rock, and I like watching The Rock punch people.
You play himself.
Yeah, Rock playing himself with whatever powers Black Adam has.
I hope they give him the pointy ears. They better.
The Vulcan ears, yeah. I don't think he did have him in the trailer.
Probably not. That's too girly. Vin Diesel will laugh at me and make fun of me.
Vin Diesel voiced a tree. I don't think he can make fun of you. And he was in Bloodshot. I don't think he can make fun of you.
Oh my God, I forgot about that movie.
I still haven't watched it. I want to watch it just because it's Vin Diesel, phoning something in. But... Mm-hmm. And then I'm mildly interested in non-Marvel DC characters, but not enough to actually read it.
Yeah. It's all right. I don't know. Who cares about Bloodshot? We're talking about Sony here.
We're
talking about the Spum. We're talking about the Spunk.
The Spump.
We're talking about all of it, people. And I hope you've enjoyed this giant chat.
That's right.
Of this insanity that goes on, I'm sure, day by day behind closed doors of the Sony executive's office. This is what they do. They get interns to go through the Marvel fandom wiki and find characters, write them on a whiteboard, because they don't trust emails anymore.
Nope, can't trust emails anymore.
So they just communicate through whiteboard transfers of messages.
They'll take I don't know, they can even take a picture and send it. That'll get leaked too. Their whiteboard. I think maybe it did get. Remember,
they have to throw a tarp over it and just push it.
Push it down the halls. Yeah, somebody tried to leak it whenever they put out that Far From Home teaser. Remember, it was just like the whiteboard with ideas written on it. That was on the other side is the spum whiteboard. No, Tom Holland, don't look at that. You'll leak it just by looking at it. But I'm not even in these movies, am I? Oi, blimey.
Oh, we don't know. We'll get back to you on that. We gotta figure it out. Oh, God. It's one big puzzle that they're trying to put together, and this is what the spunk is that it's a bunch of people around a table putting together a jigsaw puzzle. But the puzzle pieces, half of them have been thrown out, and it's 5 different puzzles they're trying to put together at the same time.
I was under the impression that they just had a box of cereal and they poured it out and they think it's supposed to be a picture of a tiger.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Jesus. It's insanity. It is insanity what they're doing.
All right, well, let's get out of this mindset. We'll turn off the Sony exec mindset. Hey, I'm a normal, sane person again. How about you?
Oh, man. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
I can't wait to see the video effect for that. of the Sony insanity leaving our bodies.
It's just as this podcast is going, there's just a progressive hum that gets louder and louder.
And it finally peaks whenever the menagerie is brought up.
Oh, God almighty. I guess it's time for the sign-offs.
Yep.
Fuck. As always, or you can go first, I guess, since you're my guest.
Again,
I'll allow
my name's Thomas. I'm around the Weekly Planet Discord as Highlander. That's probably how most people know me online. And if you don't know me online, let's keep it that way. I don't want to know you either. So yeah, that's me. Don't follow me anywhere. I'm not anywhere.
You heard it, people. Don't follow him anywhere. He has a bunch of nudes online he doesn't want you to find. He has all of his emails to Sony that you don't want people to read.
Yeah, I got doxxed by Chipotle earlier, so.
Oh, God. I have been your host, as always, Blake Wild, also known as Smokey's Videos if you're watching this on YouTube, which I feel like most of you are. I don't have access to the analytics of Spotify. Check out Destructo Boy. You can see it behind him. My camera's flipped around for some reason. Yob.
And if you're a lucky first time buyer, you might get a special drawing.
Oh, yes.
So here's my here's my Smokey's Videos NFT right here. It's mine. Do not steal.
Yes, you'll get a quick head sketch from the shoulders up of any character you want. If it's anime, let me know, because I don't follow anime. I guess, yeah, this is going to be an episode of itself. So join me, I guess, or follow me on Instagram at Smokey's Videos, at NotBlakeWild. Subscribe, fucking whatever, do whatever. I don't care.
Comment,
join me next week.
Subscribe.
Yeah, smash that like button, ring that bell, people, so you're notified of my bullshit. Join me next week when I talk about something. I don't know.
If you send him a DM, he might let you on the podcast.
If you have a good topic idea, I might let you on. That's what happened here.
Yep.
This was actually, well, I didn't want to say this because I thought it might be too crude, or you might not want people to notice, but this was actually your Make-A-Wish Foundation wish.
I'm dying of cancer. That's why I'm wearing this hat. So you can't see my bald head.
It's one of those.
I'm actually 12.
So thank you again, little Tommy, for this Make-A-Wish. Thank you, the Make-A-Wish
Thank
Foundation.
you, Mr. Smokey, for making my dream come true. I could die in peace.
Of course, you'll never have to see any of these terrible Sony movies.
I was hoping to hold out a little bit longer to see Kraven the Hunter, but if this is God's time to take me, this is God's time to take me.
I'm glad you were spared.
Yep.
So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.